What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. And today I'm going to just talk about my little collection of Vaco screwdrivers and nut drivers. I found one of these in a apartment one time where somebody had left everything, and I was cleaning up everything out of there, and I found this screwdriver right here. And this is a Vaco reversible, just Phillips and flathead screwdriver. I found it. I didn't think much of it at the time. I just threw it in my pocket. And as I was in there, I realized I had this and I needed a couple things. I needed to fix a couple things in there or whatever. And I started using this thing. And I just fell in love with it. It's just such a great design. I don't know why it works. I mean, it works really well. It's just a flathead and Phillips screwdriver reversible. There's a million kinds of them. But this one, it just spoke to me. I don't know why. I love the way the old school kind of handle is. I love the way this locks in. It's just a really good, solid, little, handy thing. And I loved it so much, I started looking for more. I'd never heard of this company. And I looked, I could barely make out when I looked at Vaco, and it's made in the USA. And I started looking for more of them. And I found that I found out they still made these. So I bought this set here. This is the set. It comes with these two flatheads here, the bigger one and the regular size one, the Phillips number 2, the Phillips number 1, and these 3 little flatheads. That's a great set. And so I bought that. I loved it. I just started using it a lot and loved it. And they've been kind of my favorite screwdrivers. So I started trying to add to the collection. So the next thing I bought was this set of hollow shaft nut drivers. They still make these, made in the USA. Klein owns them, and they make them still. I got this full set of hollow shaft nut drivers. I love these. I love hollow shaft nut drivers. And so that was just like another great win. I love the colors, and I just love those tools. So then I started looking around more, and I found this giant beast of a flathead, and it's become one of my favorite screwdrivers. It's long enough to get down in toilet tanks and get on those flathead toilet bolts from inside the toilet tank. That's usually what I use it for. It's awesome. And I started looking at yard sales and stuff, and I found this Phillips number 3 to match all this stuff. I found this other little flathead that's not quite the same as this one. This is the newer one. This is kind of like the older style before Klein owned them, I think. But they're bull drivers. The ones that have these big handles are bull drivers, and they're awesome. But this flathead, for some reason, fits a lot of stuff really well. A lot of old flathead screws really well. And then, random estate sales. Found this red Phillips head. I found this one recently. The screw holding Vaco. That's just awesome. It's kind of worn off here, but I got it cleaned up, and it's and it actually works really, really well. I really like this. I've used it a couple times in the shop. And then I found this guy here. I keep these little Torx bits in it, and it's got the cap for it is always so tight, but it's got the cap and extra bits down in it. Vaco USA. I just love these handles. And I love, they're always good design, like well designed, good solid tools. So then I found this at an estate sale one time, and this was cool. This is a handle, and it came with these bits. It had a lot more bits in it, but a lot of them were jacked up. Like these Allen ones were jacked up, and I threw them away. But it's got a good like flathead, and it has just this thing. That's what goes down in it. And when it fits down in there, it is solid. It's not jiggly like a lot of stuff like this is. It locks into place so good. And I love this little set. It's just fun to use in the shop sometimes. It's got good little flatheads and stuff. It's, really neat. So I just wanted to show this little Vaco collection. The guy who owned this was named that, Crits. He took good care of it, except he screwed up some of the Allen bits. So, but I just love stuff like this flipper one and these. I just love these Vacos old stuff, It's cool and it's good. It's well designed. I wish they would kind of make that kind of system again with those bits. So, what made me want to show this is I found some more Vaco stuff on eBay. And I paid $18 for this. This is a nut driver set. And it is, when I bought it, I thought it was going to lock in the same as these did with that. But it doesn't. It locks in kind of a more standard way, like this. And it goes down like that. And it still locks in really tight, really well. And look how shiny and perfect those bits are. But look at this little set. I was like, hell yeah. And I just had to have this. I just love this. So you got 1/4 inch, 5/16, 11/32. Yeah. 11/32, 3/8, and 7/16. And I kind of wish it went up to 1/2 inch, but 1/4 inch, 5/16, 11/32, 3/8, and 7/16 are air conditioner sizes. That's what I use all the time. I need all those for working on air conditioners. And I've been having a problem with this Vito bag. It just has... I have a problem with its pockets for putting small stuff in, loose stuff. So I'm going to try taking these longer nut drivers out that go in my handle here. And I'm going to move, I keep all these little wrenches and extensions and stuff in here, stuff that I need. I'm going to put in it over here with this other loose shit. Somebody's running a weed eater or something, so sorry, I'm just going to roll with this background noise. But that kind of solves this loose problem, and I think I'm going to get some PVC to stick this stuff down in to keep it kind of in place, this little stuff. Here's another little Vaco that lives in this one. And I had this, but I took it out for the video, but I had this 11/32 in here. I always keep that in there because I need 11/32 for motors, a lot of condenser fan motors and stuff. But this little set is going to be perfect to just stick right in there, and all my nut drivers that I need are going to be right there. And then I'll have my sockets too in case I need 1/2 inch or 9/16. Still have my little SK ratchet and my sockets, But that, with those nut drivers being like that, I think that's going to be way better. And I can do something else with this handle. I have plans for this handle and some bits and stuff. I'm going to make a do-it-all screw driving fastener, you know, turning kit. I'm gonna make a video about that. It's really cool. I'm working on that. But that's gonna be awesome for my HVAC setup. So anyway, I'm just kind of bullshitting around in here. It's hot in this shop, but I've been working on air conditioners still, and I'm gonna like these nut drivers. I think that's gonna be a really great little set. I kind of wish they were magnetic, but then again, it really doesn't matter. I still have my 1/4 inch and 5/16 magnetic, and that's really the ones that are important to be magnetic for like all those times that you need to get like, you know, those little screws off for a capacitor strap or whatever, where you really need it to be magnetic if you're reaching back in there or something. I'll still have this. I mean, I'm not getting rid of that. But those are going to help me in the rest of the situations where I just need a different size. So I'm really looking forward to using those. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about these great, for some reason, I just fell in love with this brand of screwdrivers. I just think they're such a classic look and a classic feel to using them. And I just would really highly recommend them. The new ones, like, this is made by Klein. These shanks, I think, are the same as the Klein screwdrivers. But they have these beautiful handles on them. And the ones that say bull driver, they're just, if you got a big fat hand like I do, they just fit so great. And I just wanted to do a whole video basically just dedicated to Vaco screwdrivers and nut drivers. Y'all have heard me talk about them before. But the bull drivers, you know, I mean, made in USA, big, awesome handle that fits really well in your hand. And they're just super high quality ones. You can't find this. They don't make this one anymore. This isn't a new one. I was really lucky to find this one in really good condition. And this is just one of my favorite flathead screwdrivers of all time. But you can still get this full nut driver set, and fully hollow shaft nut drivers are a very important tool for me. And I'm going to do a video explaining why that is with some demonstrations soon. But I mean, these little flatheads, they come in 3 different lengths in that new set that you can buy. And it's like a $50 set from Amazon. That's where I bought it. And it's just a great set. But this right here, this little flipper is what got me into them. And I love it. I use it I keep it in my carpentry stuff now, and I use it. This flathead is just perfect for like those old flathead slotted screws from back in the day on door hardware and hinges and stuff like that. And it's just, I use it all the time. It's one of my favorite tools ever, and for some reason I just love it. So, if you see some Vaco old screwdrivers in good condition at a yard sale or something, I think you should pick them up because they're fun. They're fun to collect because they had a lot of different designs, a lot of different colors, a lot of different types of screwdrivers and stuff. Like, there's one that they make that it's like a big handle, one that they made back in the day, a vintage kind, where it's like a big handle, kind of like this, except way bigger, like a way bigger handle with a cap on the back of it with a lot more room, where it was full of sockets. And I found one on eBay one time, and the guy was selling it for like $50. So I didn't buy it, but I want to find one like that. You know, there's a few other kinds. I need a stubby. I need a little pocket one. Like, I was really glad to find this the other day. This Exolite one, that's another brand I love. But I want a Vaco one that's like this. I don't have one of those. So I'm still looking. But this is a fun tool to collect, these old Vaco screwdrivers, because, like I said, there's a lot of unique kinds, a lot of unique designs, like this kind of little set, and like these nut drivers. I'm just super excited to have these. it's just really cool. Really cool. Man, these are in really good condition. So that's just one of the brands that got me addicted to looking for tools. So anyway, Vaco screwdrivers and nut drivers. They're really cool. That's my collection of them. And thank you for watching.